Hi. This next series of videos is a series I took on a recent tour of Central America. Mainly for the people who were in the group and for those who may be thinking of travelling to that part of the world. Many of the countries that were on the tour have a very troubled recent past, having had civil wars. During the sort of 60s, 70s and 80s, even into the 90s, terrible things happened here. Many people just disappeared. Hopefully that's in the past and they have a much more bright future. There's obviously much more information about this on the internet, should you wish to delve any further. Because of this, there's been very little investment in the countries in the recent past, and they're relatively unspoiled. There's no mass development, particularly of tourism. There are no huge hotels. So it'd be interesting to go back in 10-15 years' time and see what's happened. Maybe not for the best. On many of the days it was extremely windy, absolute gales blowing, very noisy. And despite having some gizmo on the camera to reduce wind noise, when the wind's as bad as that, there's nothing you can do. So sometimes the commentary is just drowned out by the roaring of the wind. So it may be better just to watch them without the sound on, because you can't hear anything I say. When you're using a zoom, ideally you need a tripod, but it's such another thing to lug about, so I tend to avoid it. So if using zoom you get some creature, some bird sort of whizzing about the screen, then judicious use of the stop button will enable you to see it a bit more clearly. So if you're thinking of buying a video camera, then it would pay to look at those which have a viewfinder in addition to the screen. The screen is very difficult to use, particularly in bright sunshine, and also when you're using zoom. A viewfinder overcomes both of those problems. It also helps if you've got a socket for an external microphone, so that you can cut down on this roaring noise with the wind by buying a little boom microphone, which are relatively cheap. Anyway, enough of that. We'll get on and watch these videos. Goodbye.
There you can see the Newark skyline from Newark Airport in the sunshine. There you see the Empire State Building.
Come here. Come here. Stand here.
A huge building there, I don't know what it is.
You see this gate, how big it is? It's like this. The other gate of my wife. And this gate has
Process of being built.